Alright, so how's it going, everybody? I guess it's that time of year that we're going to be making a hurricane video that we usually try and do whenever, because I live in Florida and hurricanes are a part of our life. So I guess Hurricane Isaias / Tropical Storm Isaias, I think that's how you say it, is approaching. It is now 6 a.m. Basically where we're going to be getting. So the house is ready and everything, and I think at the strongest part of it, it's supposed to be a Category 1, which it's not really anything that bad, you know, like I think Category 1 is 75-mile-an-hour wind and Tropical Storm is 74-mile-an-hour wind, so it's literally a mile-per-hour wind separating it. And for the most part, I believe everything nowadays is built to kind of like withstand that kind of wind, and I think all the way up to like Category 2, kind of 3 kind of thing. Yeah, you always got to be aware of the flooding. We do not really flood here, so flooding is no problem with the rain. Storm surge, no matter the type of storm, you always have to be aware of that. And if you're in an area that floods very easily, then definitely prepare yourself or leave. I know now I feel really bad for the people that are, I don't think right now really anyone's supposed to like mandatory evacuate, but for like the pandemic thing that's going on right now, I would be absolutely terrified of having to leave the house right now and go to like the kind of shelter kind of deal. So feel really bad for those people. And I think I saw in like Dominican Republic and some of the other countries along the Caribbean area that the storm is traveling are having some like flooding issues. So main thing with hurricanes, a lot of people I feel like forget kind of thing, is flooding and the rain kind of thing. They're worried more about the wind, but it's definitely the rain and the storm surge kind of thing. So please, if you live in those kind of areas, definitely be aware of your area and kind of thing like that. But for the most part here, we should be fine. I do plan that we lose power because that's kind of a typical thing. Like here, we're supposed to have underground lines, but previous storms, that doesn't really matter. So yeah, probably gonna lose power here. The house is shuttered up, and we moved all the light things around, so everything should have no problem here, hopefully. And yeah, it's like around 6:30 a.m. right now, so we will see what's going to be happening for the rest of the day for us, because I think around like noon-ish, I think, because like the storm slowed way down. I think at one point it was going like 18 miles an hour, and now it's around like 8 or 9, I think, at the 5 a.m. advisory I saw. But yeah, we shall see what happens when the sun comes up, maybe if I'm still awake. If not, I'll try to get some footage around noon to see what's going on. But we're gonna find out together. So I don't think this should be anything really bad, but hopefully this doesn't affect anyone badly out there, and this kind of just brush up the coast. I think it's supposed to go up into like maybe like the Carolinas and like around there. So if I get this video out before that happens, if you're in the Carolinas, you know, definitely watch out, because I'm pretty sure this storm has a lot of rain with it. It's not really a wind event thing, I think they say. But yeah, definitely be aware of the wind. And also, I'm not a weatherman. I'm just here in Florida doing the storm thing. But yes, always be prepared. And let's see how this goes. Alright, so it's around 6:40 a.m. Sunday, August 2nd. And like I said, tropical storm / I think it's more tropical storm than hurricane, but Isaias. You can tell it's that tropical style weather. Hopefully the camera's picking it up and you can pay attention to the clouds ripping across the sky. That's always something crazy to see. That's how you know a hurricane / tropical thing's happening. Clouds move really fast across the sky. So yeah, you have some things shuttered up. Captain is not having fun with the shutters moving. Captain, hey, what are you doing, bulldog? Yeah, he doesn't really like all the noise with the wind and everything. But yeah, dog. Yeah, not much happening right now. But still think the storm's a few hours away. Some of the palm trees are swinging. But that's what they do. These are kind of just like, this is like the typical start to like regardless the category of the hurricane. The weather's pretty calm, and then every once in a while some feeder bands, I guess it would be called. But not even then. I feel like we're not into the feeder bands yet, because the feeder bands kind of come like 15-20 minutes of like really bad weather, and then it stops, and then 15-20 minutes calm, and then really bad weather, and then you get into kind of the heart of the hurricane if that's where you're at. But yeah, we're not at that point yet, and this is like kind of a typical start to a tropical / hurricane kind of thing, where the wind starts picking up some, little by little by little, then you get a sustained wind kind of thing. But yeah, not much as of yet in the morning. But we'll see. Gonna try and get a little bit of sleep because I haven't slept yet. And hopefully before the shutters start rattling and everything like that, we can get some sleep. So that'd be nice. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to be bad, and hopefully everyone over in the Bahamas. I know, I'm pretty sure the storm has slowed way down, has been hanging out by the Bahamas, so hopefully everyone in the Bahamas and any of the countries that the storm has led up to are doing alright and whatnot. I've been seeing some things about flooding and everything like that, and like I keep saying, water is the main thing about hurricanes. The wind is bad, but more so the flooding and storm surge and kind of things like that you gotta be aware of. But yeah, palm trees doing their thing. There we go, we got some wind coming in, so it kind of comes and goes, kind of like that, until you're kind of in the heart of the storm, and then the sustained wind gets to you, and it's constantly like this. So yeah, these are just like gusts right now basically, but it's supposed to be a maximum of like, well, I guess tropical storms under 74 miles an hour, but I wouldn't be surprised if a couple gusts came in through the 80s or something like that, but like I keep saying, we're ready for it. So yeah, this is like a solid 20-30 mile an hour wind right here now. Yeah, not much longer later. It's starting to pick up more, as the storm approaches closer and closer. The wind starts to, sustain winds. And pretty soon, it'll just always be this windy for a few hours. That's the thing about a hurricane. It lasts hours of lots of wind, so get used to this sound, basically. But yeah, this isn't like, I think this is just like solid 20-30 mile an hour winds right now, and I guess the most it can have is 65 or 70 or whatever, so probably not much more than this, but light things, it can move light things around, so now you just gotta prepare for that. And hopefully nothing damages anything, Like I said, the rain and water and storm surges always have to be aware. You have to be aware of that. No rain as of yet. One last thing, a good way to tell if it's super windy out, these two really tall palm trees. They're swinging and it's windy, so some solid wind, because those are completely unobstructed by anything. They're one of the tallest things around, so they're swinging a little bit. We got probably a little bit of wind coming through. No rain though, but that'll be coming. Yeah, you can see they're pretty solid. Hopefully bright enough on camera. Yeah, those two really tall palm trees are staying. I think we're starting to get into sustained winds, basically. Or where I'm standing, I'm kind of protected from my neighbor's house, and but yeah, we'll see. Check back in an hour or so maybe. So yeah, nothing happened. It's August 3rd today, the day after, and yeah, nothing happened. I don't even think, I think it rained because the one time I went outside the ground was a little wet, but I never heard any rain. And I think several times during the video sorry, I'm doing a Pokemon raid thing. I think a couple times in the video I said I hadn't gone to sleep yet when it was like 6:30 in the morning or whatever, and I pretty much just slept through the entire storm thing. So I did hear that, I think the shutters woke me up a couple of times rattling, but yeah, nothing even happened. Even my mom was like, nothing happened. I don't think the power ever like flickered or anything like that, so that's a good sign. You know, it's a good little test that hopefully if it did, that power companies can locate that, and then, you know, for the like I always say, that I think every state or kind of country, anything that lives along the ocean coastline like this, probably should get like at least a tropical storm kind of thing, maybe like a category 1. Just, I don't want anyone to get hurt or anything like that or damage, you know, but just to get everything in order in case a storm, a bigger hurricane, 2, 3, 4, 5, hopefully not, comes along, and, you know, things will be, everything will be better suited to handle that storm, you know, kind of thing. Just to keep everyone ready, because I feel like when we go like several years without a storm or anything like that, people kind of forget, and then, you know, yeah, luckily, you know, nothing happened here. I don't even think I ever heard it. I drove around like later in the night yesterday, and I think I saw one fallen like little palm branch, but other than that, I don't think anything happened. So that's, you know, that's good. But I think I just saw it went back up to a category 1 hurricane now. So, and then it's, I think they said it's going to go landfall. It's either North or South Carolina, one of those up there. So hopefully everyone's okay with that. You know, hopefully if you're up there around that area, that everyone's all right. And like I said, just watch out for the rain. So I think in the Carolinas, the flooding is bad there. So hopefully not a lot. Hopefully the same thing happens here. They don't get a lot of rain or anything like that. So, because I think that it just stayed, like, I don't even think the storms even spun off the hurricane to Florida or anything like that. I don't know. Like, literally, when I recorded, like, outside, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure it didn't get worse than that because, like I said, I slept through all of it. So, yeah, you know, we got lucky. I hate always thinking about it, but we're here. We're sort of dodging bullets. I just feel like one of these storms is going to come here because I don't think we've had, like, a direct one since Hurricane Francis and Jean, which were really bad for this area of Florida. And then I think, like, also I was talking about my friend, I think my mom was also saying it too, she remembers Charlie, because I think that was the one that came across, like, that was really bad for the West Coast. I think it was Charlie. I believe there's also a lot of damage here from it. I think where it's coming in like that, the northeast side of the storm is like the strongest part of the storm, so like basically the West Coast, like all of Florida just got like the northeast side of the storm, so that was bad for a lot of areas. But, you know, hopefully, you know, these all stay away from all of us, you know, not just, I mean, I feel like Florida can kind of take all the storms and we're like always ready for it, so if it's going to go somewhere, maybe Florida would be the best spot, you know, kind of. But hopefully just everyone's safe and everything like that, and then we'll see. I think I saw there's like, I think they're watching 2 more storms or whatever that just came off Africa in the Atlantic, so those will probably be like 2 weeks away if anything's going to happen, so we'll see. And yeah, I guess that's our first 2020 hurricane. The heck is going on with 2020? This year's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. Hopefully 21's better, you know. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully everyone's just staying safe from everything that's going on this year because it seems like everything is happening this year. But yeah, thanks for watching.